Hello, my name is Adams and I'm from Group 1. Our task, we decided to build a guessing game, which is a CLI app in this context. So, I'm going to give a quick overview of the whole code base. So, we do have four major folders, which includes data, models, test and utils. So utils outlines all the utility files that are in our code base, which helps us in reducing repetitive code along in the rest of the other files. And then we have the test, which includes our test files and our models, which this is the main files that define the classes and the methods that do run the whole app, and obviously our base file, which is main.py, which runs everything and imports every other module here. So the reason for this structure, it is to help align the code base properly and make it easier for anyone to navigate through the whole code base. And I believe once the code base is well structured, it's easy for anyone to find and solve any bugs. So for main.py, um, it has three main functions: the build parser, which uses argparse, which is a Python library that you're using that helps in a Python module that you're using that helps to create CLI interfaces. Um, that we use. So our build parser dot function helps us create commands and subcommands that a user can run to get a valid description as help to get. So we have those for register, we have another one for login, and we have the other one for play once the user is playing the game. um, yeah so we can, the other command is run command, which this function helps in checking which command the user has triggered or run in the command line. And we used if blocks to validate them, and the major commands that we do currently run on the app are the register, login, play and play. And in the event for the play, we now trigger the actual game to run, and in the event a user exhausts his or her trials, we notify them with that. And then at the bottom is when we initialize the CLI app class that we imported at the top from the models.cli app file module. And we now trigger it to run using one of the methods that were defined in that class. Otherwise we return 0. And then our main function, which creates a variable parser as well, and a function build parser, which is a function that it's defined in the other modules. And then arguments, which these are the variables that our function takes, which we use parser.arguments, which is a method that we borrow from the build parser function. I think that's our the overview of our main.py file. So I'm going to go through the other modules in the models directory, since these are the crucial files in our code base. So for the CLI.app, our CLI app.py file, this is the file that kind of connects the other parts of the app together, and it decides what should happen in the event a user chooses an option, yeah, from the menu of the app, yeah, like this is the menu of the app, yeah. So this file is the one that is handling that, which defines a class CLI app, and we initialize the class, and it has other methods in it like showing the menus. So as you can see, it prints the menu, which is this, and the other method is run. So this is the method that is controls the running of the game, yeah. So the other file is login.py. So login.py, the file that handles our users, and it has three main classes defined in it: the account, the user, and the user manager, yeah. So for account, this is the base class or the parent class in this whole file, and our user class inherits some inherits the base class for account, and the uh, class has a method known as to dictionary, which this help is to just uh, convert the data that we do currently have when creating a user into a dictionary. So that's why we are returning a dictionary, yeah. And then the user manager, this is another class that has the methods of loading the user from the JSON files, and adding the user the JSON files, saving them to the JSON, registering the user as well, and logging in the user. And we did use hashlib to help us in hashing our user's password, since this is a crucial thing in production apps. It helps in securing the passwords and the account of the user. So the other one was the score manager.py. So this helps to load, and it also saves the scores of the users in the data in the score.json file that is in the data directory here. So here it only has one class that has the methods of loading the score, saving the scores, adding the score, and displaying the scores. The other file is game.py, and accidentally skipped it, sorry. Uh, so here we used another library random from Python that we use to select a random variable that the user should guess. Yeah. So the parent class is base game, which has the method of checking if the user still has the valid number of attempts to continue playing the game. And then the second class is game, which inherits the class base game, and it has the methods of start game, get guess game, and check guess, and also calculating the scope. That is the overview of our whole app. And for our test file, we have the test game.py, which yeah, helps us in running tests and validating if our app is actually running properly. And as you can see, if I run python am pytest, I do get 19. All of them have passed, yeah. And in the event, to give a demo of the whole app, at least python main sorry main.py, yeah, you see the menu. So in the event I say register, I can say let's go to users so that you can see this updating live. I can say our user to be like Karen, and then the email to be Karen at gmail.com, and then password is 1234567 8. Yep, as you can see, Karen has been created. So the next option is actually to log in. So the login text in the email, gmail.com, password is 1234567 8. Yeah, and you can see welcome back Karen. Yeah, so this is now logged in. Now after logging in is when you can play the game, and yeah, you keep on guessing until you actually get the correct number. So as you can see, our users are being created, and the logging in is actually working. So that is the whole snippet of our app, and thank you for your time.